also own a farm.
Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. We are gonna get fueled up. So, we'll walk over here. All out back here, or all down below, is wrapped up. Culverts are dug. Roadway's pretty good. This milling's packed real nice. Things are looking good. We'll have to clean up once stuff dries out, bulldoze it or use the 7520. Tile outlets all got extended. Now we got to go figure out why the tile line out back is plugged. This spring we couldn't plant it. Last fall it was extremely wet down in the bottom, so either we got a crushed one or an outlet's not good or something, but we'll dive into it. So appreciate you guys watching along and get fueled up and get going. And here's where it all began. So this has got to get a little leveled out more, maybe some material brought in, but this was the first culvert that we actually messed around with. Got some water. It's looking good. Oh yeah, you gotta get leveled out of that one. So I did try to buy another 18-inch concrete one locally from a guy. He only wanted to sell me all of them, and there was like 20 of them, so we weren't doing that. But I think I'm gonna dig this ditch as best I can up to there. Last year we did dig this. What are we doing here? This stuff right here is very wet, was very wet, and then out there there's a tile line that runs down that had standing water in it. This spring you would bury something. So we got to figure out why all the water is stopped from coming all the way. So either the outlet or we got a crushed pipe somewhere. So E60 gonna do its thing. So last year we did dig this ditch. Not nearly enough. The 331 did the best it could do. We made a lot of progress, but as you see, I am standing on bedrock, and that is where we are actually at for a height difference. So like over a foot of sediment silt has been deposited in the creek bed. So that is a night and day difference. So I'm just gonna keep digging. I did not realize that underneath all this everything was ledge. Well, this might actually be ledge, but it's bedrock in my mind, as you see. So we'll keep digging, and that's gonna make a huge difference. Oh yeah. Hey, stay out of the mud. I'd say that tile line outlet just wasn't there. So hopefully it dries out the rest above it. We're gonna have to dig this back now. But as you see, we're much lower than, okay, don't listen. Than where the level was. So working my way around, but yeah, we'll have to get some more pipe. I got 2 connections still as far as going from tile to PVC, but what happened was we didn't get the ditches low enough, and they kind of filled in, and then it backed everything up. So I'm hoping we don't have a broken tile line out there, but I guess we can walk out there and see if it's really wet in some spot, and then we'll have to work our way back. Well, we made it up to the next tiles. So down in the corner is the one. We got to add the extension out. Right in here, there's another piece of tile. As you see, it's overgrown, but water is running down and out. So that was pretty wet in there this spring. Same with behind us. Pretty wet. wasn't able to work at all. Hopefully it's just the tile outlets we're having issues, but we're gonna find in here once we get done digging the ditch up further where we're at. There is another tile outlet further up on this side of it, so but yeah, good amount of material. We're gonna have to dig some of this from the other side just to even it out, but making it happen. Made it up here. So we started way over there. It took us, it's almost 5 o'clock right now. Been digging for 6 hours, almost 7 hours. Now I'm up into this actual dirt, not muck. That didn't get dug very much. There, I think the tile line's at the next set of trees. It comes in. But I gotta switch buckets. This bucket is not doing its job in this soil. It was good till about there. Now we're over here. And Aaron is actually coming to grab this. Tomorrow I got a meeting I gotta be at, so I will not be running tile by the time I drive to the meeting. I got a haircut in the morning too at 7, so Dwayne's just gonna hook me up. Haircut, beard trim. But as you can see, we did not come all the way down here. This corn's a little yellow. It's very wet. It was very wet. So really disappointing because we should farm right down to the bottom, but we got to get some of this drainage figured out. So I'm gonna crawl over here and see how wet it really still is. It might be dried up, and if that's the case, then it's kind of hard to find the tile line if we got an issue. But maybe it's because it was plugged down at the bottom and not running. Yeah. Corn that got planted into wet ground. Corn does not like wet feet. But Aaron's gonna borrow this to do his driveway. I can tell it's wet. See how it changes colors? Maybe not. So I take it that tile line runs right through the middle of that. I'm not really sure. Like, it's got some moisture, but it's not wet. I think we're gonna have to dig it, but we need the other bucket on anyways. So I'm gonna go. Go grab the other bucket, lock this down so Aaron can take it, do what he needs to do. Actually, the new truck is gonna come over and get it, so I guess we'll see that, and I'll have Aaron give me a hand pulling the Mack out with the box trailer on. So last year we farmed all this, but this year we did not because it's so wet, and it's not enough acres to do prevent plant on. It's still wet down in here, so we got to figure out some tile. Really need Isaiah because he's an expert compared to me. Well, we're making ears. Yeah, this was the very first stuff to be planted. 1 ear on each. That's just that variety. Looking good. Looking really good. I'm pretty excited. So, well, it's looking pretty good. 16 by 38, not counting the tip. Tip usually doesn't fill out all the way, or bird damage, or it gets narrow and small. So that's looking pretty good. I'm very excited. This corn's just got to finish out some more, and it should. So today is August 15th, I think, or 16th. I don't even know. We're supposed to have a ton of good weather. We need some hot weather. So this should be pretty nice by the end of August, and then into September and get some dry down. But planted at 36,000 population. As you see, every now and then we get a small stalk in between, but the planter did okay. You can see every now and then we got some skips, but I'm a fan. So I figured I'd walk in here, but Aaron's on his way, so we'll bring that back down. What up, Yanko? I think our spray did pretty good. We got a little bit of growth, but not much. Yeah, like I said, I don't really like tall corn for combining, but it is what it is. I know they got short varieties and stuff like that now, so learning what works and what doesn't. Oh, you could have pulled right in now that we got the big wide laneways. Where you going, Yanko? So Aaron's new ride. Ooh, you guys are... Is that better? Aaron's new ride. I'm gonna unstrap these. I guess there's water still in there. 4 of these go back to Tri-Valley, and 1 is mine. But Aaron's gonna borrow the Landau and utilize the mini for tomorrow. So you guys have not seen this truck yet. It's fresh. Tyler, you did a hell of a good job tying this. I'm no Boy Scout. So they just picked it up the other day, and it is probably gonna pull a manure trailer. So that's the plan, at least. Well, Aaron's new whip. Well, we're just gonna throw some air. That middle outside one always goes, it's got a slow leak. So, throw some air in it. Get a little surface rust on this. We do have a spare rim, but it's just the outside one always does that. We have a spare rim and tire. Okay, good to go. Okay, so we got the mini loaded up. We're gonna give it a tug. We'll see if it airs up and see if we can get it out of there. That way, digging the hole definitely made it better, but not great. We got it moved. Tires are soft. These were dragging, the other side was rolling. But 7520 just walks away with it. I know we need a row. It's on the list. So, yeah, appreciate Aaron giving me a hand. We'll throw this chain in there just in case Isaiah needs it. But Mack is not stuck any longer. Alrighty, good day. Everything's loaded up. Chain down, good to go. We'll flip this up.
Robert's first day back, he's got to fix the AC in the 7520. It's hot in there.
It works someday. Oh, here he is right now. Wow. Wow. He's just been goofing off all day. Alrighty, Isaiah's gonna use the Landau for something too. We'll see what he gets, but let me I'll probably just stepped on something in my boot. Probably just gonna leave this right here. We're gonna have to air those tires up, but it's out. It'll at least pull itself the rest of the way. Actually, they might have aired up more. Alrighty, me and the crew chief. You see the flags yet? They're cool. Me and crew chief are gonna go get dinner. Truck is out. Things are happening. Better feed the pigs actually. And see you guys on the next one. We'll make some things happen. This trailer's got to get emptied. The boys are up on the hill. I'm gonna go with that smoke again. That's not just, oh yeah, that's smoke. That is smoke. Somebody, and I don't know if it's the Canadian ones, because people have said, oh, it's not the Canadians. I don't know whose it is. They just said that there's wild fires, and they said, I think it's the Canadians. The California ones are not reaching to us right now, but the sun is red. So see, we got her out of there. Look at that. Had to do a little dragging, but alrighty, I'm gonna feed the pigs, and we're gonna grab dinner quick so I can edit video, and tomorrow's another day. Appreciate you guys watching.